cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Ducks will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to fire on second down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, LSU.
What a start this would be. This crowd roaring to try to get an early 3-and-out. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This defense feeling a bolt of energy from the crowd, trying to force a 3-and-out. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Takes a handoff. It's Hughes. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, five-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Moore will throw. Working the middle. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Nowhere to go with the football that time. Great job by the defense watching the QB's eyes. And how about tackling the catch? He wasn't able to throw it deep down the field, but as soon as the guy made the snag, down he went.
From the gun, running back gets the give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bryant. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Ducks have this offense rolling. Motion from the wide receiver. They go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. They want to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Give to the single back. Turning it on.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Watkins. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Moore will throw. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Gives it on the option. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Making side adjustments here. A run for the quarterback. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hughes. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Moore to the air. Fires to the big fella. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Finds his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Lost one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Rushes on him. Got his man downfield. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Looking left. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back. Get a tackle for a loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Unloads to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon of joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver year. This guy is really good.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has him setting up shop from there.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Motion from the wideout. He's got him this time. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, and throwing that strike.
And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the big fella. Got enough space. Touchdown Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Finds his tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stand.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He shanked it. He almost swung and missed at that thing. He kicks it out of bounds. It didn't even get outside the 20-yard line. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Takes the handoff, it's Whittington. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle. It's Whittington. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
LSU, 0.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful. But how about the giving up on 3rd down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense. And now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt.
So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. That is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Oh, they're after him. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half.
On the double. Come on, set.
To the air on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. With the catch, it's Whittington. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. It'll be third and long. The corners are walked up tight. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many...
Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Complete downfield. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goals.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. There he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Rides the back on the option, the give.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Moore will throw. That's caught. It's Moore. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the boot, looking for his man. He'll get rid of it. Makes a connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face basket of his wide receiver.
The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Johnson wants to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. LSU right back to the line.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he added the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Moore to the air. Dances away to buy time. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Whittington. Breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Quarterback keeps it. Got some room in to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 10. They just barely saved themselves from giving up a score on the final play of the 3rd period, and will carry that one into the 4th. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown.
LSU 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Nice move to keep running. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Across the 45. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Now on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rides to back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Ducks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Smashes in between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Charlotte took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to the Queen City. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Right back to the well. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him.
Second down.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice. Oh.
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Tight coverage by this defense, creating the interception, and man, for a second, it looked like he was about to house that. The offense does a good job becoming the defense and making the play around midfield.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Turns it on in midfield. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
There's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring in third.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. And they'll take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. They'll try for a big play here on fourth and long.